Hi, Leah. Thank you very much for joining us today. And I'm very excited for this interview. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for inviting.
All right. Well, can you please share a little bit about your background, what you do, how you came about trading?
Yeah. So professionally, I'm a software engineer. Have been doing this for my whole life. And in terms of financial, I'm more on the conservative side. So I prefer pretty much traditional stock market options like ETF funds that cover basically the whole world. Um, but part of the investment is always a riskier piece of your portfolio. So for me, there is definitely some chunk that I basically decide to invest in more aggressive tools. One of them is crypto market. And this is how basically I utilize Algocrat for a small piece of my portfolio to basically reflect those potential gains and also take potential risks being involved into crypto trading.
Got it. All right. How did you came across Algocrat?
Oh, that's a long story. So I've been following Valeria, the a developer of the system, since she released her first EAs on Forex market. I think that was many years ago. I think more than five or around five. And since then, I'm following the updates about her new products. And one of them was Algocrat. Initially, I think it was the same platform that was available if you just contact her in private. And later on, she introduced it as a platform. And at the moment when it was available as a platform, I already was a user of it, but just we made it work on basically in private messages. So then I just switched to the platform as soon as it was released.
Awesome. Interesting. When you looked at it, did you had any objections or what was your main concerns?
Well, at the moment when the system became public, my profile was pretty much steady. So it was small gains, small losses, not that much of a gain if you look at the long-term period. So for me, the main question was, okay, seems like the platform is not really performing at the time frame I was using it. Will it be the same in the future or not? That's still to be decided. So for me, that was basically a concern. But I know that investment, especially high risk, high reward investments, it's a long-term game. And you should always choose if you believe in the platform or how long do you believe in the platform. And at that moment, I've chosen, okay, so I think it's worth it. I do like my experience with the previous case. So let's keep it on at least for 2 years. That will give me pretty much good benchmark. And this is how I decided to basically continue.
I see. And before you join, before you actually start, was anything that what made you decide? Okay, this is time to invest the 25K. This is what I wanted to do. Or did you had any issues in deciding or actually deciding to join?
Yeah, that was the case because initially during this pre-market season when the system was not publicly available, I had a smaller deposit. I think it was around 10K. And in that time, the market was pretty much flat. And this is where my explanation about small fluctuations and small gains coming from. So I
Right.
was basically thinking, okay, now it's bigger entrance barrier, but I've seen the performance of the system. I was pretty much sure that it is the same system, maybe with small adjustments. And it was still, it's still a little bit of a gamble, even if it's a known engineer, even if it's a known developer, you don't know how it performs. You have to take a risk. And for me, the key factor was I was looking at my asset portfolio, I mean, overall asset, and I was thinking, okay, I need to allocate this risk part of my portfolio. You have to take risks. That's basically part of trying to be rewarded by the market. No risk, no reward. And I was thinking, okay, what are the options? Like, and you don't want to put all the eggs in one basket, right? You don't want to put everything in Forex or in single broker. You want to diversify. So I thought, okay, so what are my options in my crypto market? I don't want to tell the names, but the other systems that I was working with, well, they were suboptimal. And I'm constantly looking for better choices. So I thought, well, I should take risk. Even if I don't like it, I should take risk and I should try. That's the only good option on the market. You should invest. You should try, you should evaluate.
I see. Awesome. Yeah, and it's a good strategy. Do you mind showing us a little bit of so about your results and how is your journey so far?
Yep, absolutely. So
All
I
right.
think uh, that's the tab with my account balance currently. I've been running a system for a year already. I think a little bit more than a year, and that's the journey so far. As you can see, it's not going that smooth. It's not without ups and downs. There were periods with a drawdown, with the drawbacks or with the drawdowns. That's normal. That's expected. All in all, I'm quite happy with the results.
All right. And how did you feel about doing this journey? How did you feel about letting the system work and doing this drawdowns? How do you feel about that?
Um, well, for me, that's pretty much easy. I understand that which percentage of my portfolio is crypto. I understand what percentage of this crypto portfolio is Algocrat, and I understand the risk that I take. And I think everyone should as well. And for me, it's keep it running, don't intervene. The system is good, it will perform. Every system has its own downfalls, or like you can see here. Sometimes it will be negative. Sometimes at some moment, any idea will be exhausted and the system will have to adapt. Um, just look at it from the bigger picture. It is like small percentage of your overall portfolio. You need to make it running. You need to invest. You need to take a risk. So just don't check your balance. Lead your normal life. Search for better options.
All right. And thank you very much for that. And would you recommend if you had a friend, colleague, or family member, what would you say to them as a recommendation?
Yeah, I never do financial recommendations to any of the friend of mine or colleagues or even relatives. I'm always saying, hey, uh, that's the market strategy, which is statistically good one. And it is, you have to invest in the whole market. Part of this market is crypto. It's good to try to extract some profit from there. So it's good to find how you can allocate your crypto assets to potentially get some gain. And Algocrat is one of the options. It has its tracking record, it has its result, it's publicly available. I myself confirm that it is correct, but it of course varies from broker to broker, and it basically depends on the timing. So if you have enough balance, if you have enough assets, if you're able to take the risk, if that's okay for you, might be a good option. Take a look.
What you would you say that Algocrat stands out from all the other options?
For me, it's more personality. So for me, Valerie, she stands out from the majority of the system I worked as a developer, because I know that she is very busy, and I completely understand that she tries to get a little bit away from the day-to-day communications. But in case of whatever difficult or complex situation, or if you have a tricky question, that's very nice that you can communicate with her and eventually get everything clarified. For me, that's a very important part, and that's for me, I would not say a deal breaker, but something that stands across many other similar platforms.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to share or say to our audience that we haven't discussed yet?
Well, I think my overview of my strategy towards the investing and asset allocation, I've already explained it here, and that's definitely not the best one, and I'm definitely not the one who doing it in the best possible way. Maybe somewhere near the most rational way, and I just think that everyone should make his choice on his own. Just try to stay a little bit rational and realize the risk you take.
All right. Well, yeah, thank you very much for your time. I really hope appreciate it. It's a beautiful day out there. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you soon as well.
Yep. Thanks for inviting, and talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.